we still have the grocery tax is the same, 7 to 5%. The elimination of the 4% bracket is still there. We've just shifted that from years 5 through 8. And in year 1, we actually start bringing the 5% tax bracket down, a tenth of a point a year over the 4-year period. So we take it down to 4.6%, and then we start attacking the 4% bracket, which when we bring our tax rate down to 4.6, that'll put us like number 9 in the country.
And that ends
tax.
at year 4.
Ends at years 4, and then we start the 4% phase out. And that just similar like we did in the earlier one, each percentage each year, so it eliminates the 4% every 4 years.
And that's going to get us to 4.6.
4.6 by year 4, and then by year 8 we'll be at 4.6 with no 4% bracket. We'll have a single flat tax rate of 4.6% in the state of Mississippi. We also will have the 2% grocery tax cut. We also are looking at pausing the gas tax for 6 months. It's a $215 million one-time capital expense. And we also are looking at the tax rebate for $130 million. Those 2 items are capital expense one-time monies. So the total package takes it up to around $784 million, which is a very sizable tax cut. It's planned, it's kind of methodical in the way we laid it out. There are no triggers, and there are no increases in any taxes to accomplish this.
And so why don't you feel the need to do this?
Well, I think, look, the session, we tend to do appropriations and finance bills, and you drag it out to the very end so you have as much financial data at your disposal as you can. In the last 3 weeks, we've seen what gas prices have done. We feel like this is a priority that we can help provide a little bit of inflation relief to people at the pump by eliminating 18.5 cents off of every gallon of gas. It also has the grocery tax in there, we felt was part of it, and it also addresses the income tax rate over a period of 8 years. This would be the largest tax cut in Mississippi history, eclipsing the one we passed in 2016.
Governor, maybe for both of y'all, the House just a little while ago did what they're calling a compromise. They're saying they've addressed every issue they've heard y'all raise about their plan. Have you looked at any of that?
I have not. We have not. I didn't know what they did. For sure, I haven't seen it yet. But we feel like this does a number of things. It does provide inflation relief, which I think has peaked here recently, and people are really understanding what inflation is when they see the prices at the grocery store. The prices at the gas pump have absolutely increased dramatically over the past couple of weeks. And it also addresses our income tax rate, taking us down to the 9th lowest in the country. And I think you look at other states around the country, you look at North Carolina, you look at Louisiana, you look at Iowa, all these different states are taking bites at the apple to bring down the rate a little bit and then readdress. And I think that's what we're doing. It's not anything uncustomary. I think all the other states in the country have done that by taking measured steps, and that's what this plan does.
Yeah. But, I mean, when you talk to House leaders, though, I mean, or let me rephrase that, they're telling us that even though they are not married to their tax cut plan, they're not really wanting to consider any type of alternative proposal that does not eventually eliminate the income tax. And so,
you can't eliminate it if you don't start somewhere, and that's what this does. I mean, I think, to my knowledge, no other state has done that. And so what we're saying is, look, we're going to take an approach that is responsible and it provides relief, and we're going to come back and we can adjust. I mean, in 3 or 4 years, if things are going swimmingly and we're sitting here growing at an exponential rate like we have in the last year and a half, then we can always speed up the process. We can always adjust. But I mean, this does not preclude us from coming back and cutting taxes. Since I've been here, I've heard the governor explain numerous times how we've cut taxes over 40, 50 times. We didn't get that way by doing it one time and never coming back. We've come back and we've readdressed the issues, basically looking at a snapshot of where we are with our economy, with spending, with priorities, with what's going on. I mean, there are a lot of things that are out there that we have to address, and we feel like we've done it, and we're trying to provide some relief.
We're in the final weeks of the session. It takes 2 chambers to cut taxes. Any negotiations starting to go on?
Well, that's what, at this time of the year, with deadlines tomorrow to get the bills out of committee, I think you'll see time to start doing conference reports will be coming up. So that's what this is. That's what this time of the session is for compromise and for coming together and laying out details of plans. I mean, there are a lot of bills that are going to be coming up for conference, so we will just we'll kind of take each issue face value and try to address each of them one at a time.